We investigate. Fox 8 News starts now.
My understanding is we've had some officers that have said that they will not work the Bonneville High School football games.
Some Jefferson Parish Sheriff's deputies are refusing to work extra detail at some football games after a majority of one team took a knee during the national anthem. Good evening, I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Kim Holden. The sheriff says the protest and reaction to it will not impact protection at Bonneville High School football games.
Rob Krieger has more on the move by students and deputies.
It was this picture that got talk started, showing through a fence what looks like the majority of the Bonneville High football team kneeling during the national anthem.
I was a bit taken back at first. Keeping in mind, I know what's going on nationally with some of the protests that's happening across the country.
Jefferson Parish Superintendent Isaac Joseph admits the students are within their rights if they refuse to stand for the flag.
They do have a right, and that we legally do not have any right to punish and offer any sanctions against the team or the team members.
One team member posted this photo on social media after the game, writing, "It's a shame that my teammates, really my brothers, can't express themselves without being labeled as the bad guy." But after that expression, some Jefferson Parish deputies took offense to the display.
I can understand why, in light of Colin Kaepernick's comments, specifically, where he says that cops are getting paid leave for killing people. That's not right. That's not right by anyone's standards. The fact of the matter is that we risk our lives each and every day for the safety and security of our constituency throughout this country.
But now some deputies, according to Sheriff Newell Norman, won't volunteer for the security detail because the kids took a knee.
That is a voluntary detail, so I suspect that I will have some officers that will refuse to work Bonneville High School games. The same way that the Bonneville High School players have every right to kneel during the national anthem, my officers have every right not to volunteer to work the Bonneville High School football games.
Still, Norman says there's enough deputies who are willing to cover the games, but he won't force any of his deputies to put in work for a team or players they think disrespects their job.
If that's what, it fuels the disappointment in my officers when they see this happen. And I can fully understand their disappointment and frustration.
Sheriff Norman tells me all of their extra duty details are voluntary, which means often deputies will not work certain details at rap or rock concerts if they don't agree with the artist or the message. In fact, he says the majority of his deputies don't like working any high school football details because of the heat. But he assures me Bonneville will have protection regardless of the player's choice to kneel. Kim?